Here's the backstory. But anyway, when you become popular, it doesn't even matter what it is that you're saying that made you popular. You'll just keep doing it. So she's totally audience captured and is obsessively, ridiculously hateful towards Jews and Israel. And she gets called out for it all the time. She didn't win Anti-Semite of the Year this year, but she was nominated. And, part of the reason was, she talks shit about Israel and the Jews every day. So there's that. Every day she does this. It is her profession to be an anti-Semite. And we have, for a long time, played this ridiculous game of her trying to find some space between, no, I just hate Israel, I don't hate Jews. Or now she's pushed it back to, I don't hate Israel, I don't hate Jews. Watch and keep track of raging
Anti-Semites and
is one of them. They just posted this clip, which I found to be tasty.
I mean, when I say I hate Israel, the government, not the people of Israel.
Yeah. And for any Israelis watching this right now, I want you to be clear. I need you to understand something clearly. You are hated internationally. Hated.
So Anna has elected herself the spokesperson for international everybody, and she's saying, hey, Israelis. She didn't say, hey, Israeli government. She said, hey, Israelis, you're hated by everyone, including me. So this is why, Anna, we call you a hateful, asymmetrical nostriled, hook-nosed, neck-veined, barren, current-day witch, hipless, assless, that. Because you are that. So the gaslighting and the volume of your piercing, shrieking, horrifically obnoxious voice is not going to change what you are.
I feel like when I say I hate Israel, it's pretty clear. I do not hate Jews.
It's not because you're Jewish. It's because you think you're God's chosen people when you act like absolute demons.
I do not hate Jews, I only hate Israel. Now, by the way, do you think this standard would apply? Imagine if there were one Muslim state. Not the dozens that we have, just one. It was just Saudi Arabia. Okay, that's you literally demonizing the Jewish people.
I hate Israel, it's pretty clear. I do not hate Jews.
It's not because you're Jewish. Absolute demons.
Okay, that's you literally demonizing the Jewish people, not the Israeli government people, Anna, the Jewish people. The Jewish people consider themselves the chosen. That is a phrase associated with them. You are addressing the entirety of Judaism when you say you consider yourself the chosen people, but you act like demons. No, they don't. They are defending themselves from people who act like demons, which is Hamas, an internationally recognized terrorist group that you run cover for and are on the side of. You hideous freak. Go fuck yourself. Be gone. Go back to Northridge. And, I should say that. But let's continue.
I find hatred toward any group of people absolutely deplorable, and I would never engage in it.
The whole international community loathes you.
The
whole international community loathes you.
The hands?
And I'm like, I don't.
Community loathes you.
Hey,
the hands?
Hey, Israel. The whole world loathes you, and I'm the Captain Mean Girl. I'm 5'3" of just neck-veined evil, and I'm here to say, fuck you, we all hate you. By the way, also, now in broad daylight when I have to talk to other adult humans, oopsie, I don't hate anybody. I'm better than everyone, and I'm me hateful? What? Some of my best friends are Jews.
The hands?
And I'm like, I don't know what that is. What is that?
Yes, we're going to surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior. Yes, you're a freak. You're a total creep.
And we all have our trigger points, I guess.
I mean, Canary Mission didn't show the clip where she literally says to a Jewish guy, guy, I can see your horns. I can see your horns. But okay. So Anna went on a podcast recently with a couple of, from what I can tell, comedians. Guys that were a bit irreverent and, trying to have a good time. But they were asking some probing questions. And Anna backpedaled and freaked out and, of course, went back to her favorite talking point, which is fuck Israel, 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 Israel. It's...
Community loathes you.
Hey. So fucking boring to hear this woman just every day of her life. I mean, let me remind you, she made multiple videos. Well, first of all, she's praising Tucker and Candace and Nick Fuentes. So, Israel hatred, I mean, it's like catnip for her. But she has said recently that the Jews might have killed Charlie Kirk. So she's lobbed that one out many times and have dedicated several videos to that on multiple different shows. She also did several videos on the fact that 9/11 was done by Jews. Okay? So again, it's just perfect projection. It's like, Anna, 9/11 was done by Muslims. Okay, Saudi Arabians, Afghani, but it was Muslims doing it. So what do? Let's just say the Jews did it. Oh, okay. So Anna, let me just remind you, you're not Muslim. You're not from these regions. You're from Armenia. They're Christians. You're not even Armenian. You're not even Christian. So you're just a dumb bitch from the valley. So like, can we not just be tribal randomly? Or, I don't know, like pick a better tribe? Or just acknowledge that you are a hateful anti-Semitic bitch? At some point, maybe that's the path of least resistance. Just do that. So anyway, she goes on this show. It's interesting. She gets asked about the happy merchant meme. The one where she rubbed her hands together and said, ugh, and she was anti-Jewing it up to Jenk's horror. Not really to his horror, but just like, ooh, can we get away with this? Are we ready? Are we ready to remove the mask and just be this fucking gross? And apparently, yeah, she got praised for it.
You say you are Israel obsessed. And I
Vanmorgen,
saw a
toen ik
clip
met
of
mijn
you this
hond aan
week
het
saying
wandelen
you
was,
hate.
zoals altijd vroeg in de ochtend, werd ik
Anna Kasparian, happy merchant.
Like, yes, we're gonna surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior. Yes, you're a freak. You're a total creep.
Okay.
About like, yes, we're gonna surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior. Yes, you're a freak. You're a total
the
creep.
hands right
Okay.
there.
All right,
So-
total creep.
Okay.
So my point is,
Rose. And apparently, yeah, she got praised for it.
You say you are Israel obsessed. And I saw a clip of you this week saying you hate Israel.
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty strong.
Well, it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm not
I mean, when I
hateful. I'm
say
not
it,
hateful.
It's pretty strong,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, when I
Three
say
eighths.
it, when I
It's pretty strong.
Well, it's pretty strong,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm not hateful. I'm not a hateful person. I just hate Israel. And anyone associated with Israel or the IDF, which is everybody in Israel. So, yes, technically I hate all the Jews of Israel. Yeah. But I'm not an anti-Semite. No.
Yeah.
I mean, when
Three-eighths.
I say I hate Israel, I'm talking
Three-eighths.
about the government, not
Okay.
the people of Israel.
Yeah.
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 Right. And everybody is forced and mandated to be a part of the government and serve in the IDF. So you are saying you hate everybody in Israel. And you hate every Zionist. So let's ask that question. She hates every Zionist, which includes just, hundreds of millions of people. Like, I don't even know who couldn't be a Zionist. Let me ask you a question. Out of the 200 and whatever countries there are on this planet, can you name one country that you don't think should exist? Now, secondary question, can you name a word associated with your opinion that a country should exist? So when I say Croatia exists, is there a word that you can now call me a Croatian Zionist? No. Because obviously Croatia should exist, Argentina should exist, New Zealand should exist. We're not in a debate over the existence of any of these countries. It's only one. And Anna hates Zionists. She hates the state of Israel. And, so she's just hateful to just billions of human beings around the planet. And she's losing, which explains the anger. So Israel wins all the time. Your hatred and your little grotesque
clearly saw it this way. So that
Because
so my point is, do not put Larry Ellis's actions so
Okay. So why not include government? There's I hate the Israeli government.
I feel like when I say I hate Israel, it's pretty clear. And by the way, I've said government of Israel, like repeatedly. I'm very clear about that. But I also, by the way, repeatedly, I'm very clear about that.
Right. You're only nominated for Anti-Semite of the Year. You do the Happy Merchant meme. You say, I can see your Jewish horns. You say, you think of yourself as God's chosen people, but you act like demons. You do blood libel after blood libel upon Jewish people every day of your life. A day of your life does not go by where you don't shit upon Israel. Anna, it's time to wake up, and I'm not sure if your nose still functions after what medical science has done to it, but you need to wake up and smell the coffee. You are a disgusting, hateful, Jew-hating wench. Okay, so go fuck yourself, you dumb bitch, is the message from the rest of the world. You nominated yourself as being the international spokesperson. That's me. I speak for all sane, non-hateful people of this earth. You are a vacuous husk of a human being, enraged with your own life failure. You are not a happy person, you are a hateful person, and you will be forever vilified and memorialized as being such. And for what, Anna? Some likes, some views, some popularity, money? What was the payoff, Anna? Did you ever expect to be this gnarled, fucked up version of a person? Good God, you are a grotesque, twisted dunce.
What I also, by the way, do not appreciate is when I'm being specific about a foreign country's government and people immediately smear me as someone who hates Jews. I do not hate Jews. I find
What? We live in America. That's such a cop-out. Anna,
hatred horrible, and I would never engage in it.
Even Turks.
Yeah.
By the way, I actually think that my relationship with Cenk is a perfect example of what my worldview is, which is you judge individuals, period. Okay?
The show's called The Young Turks. It's so crazy.
I know, but we live in America, and, you know.
But at some
What? We live in America? That's such a cop-out. Anna, he didn't live in America. He's from Turkey, has ties to Turkey. His whole family's from Turkey. He is a guy who wrote articles denying the Armenian genocide. He named his company the Young Turks, not for an American context, for the Turkish context. He is a Turkish guy. So for you to say it's an American company is such a fucking cop-out. Hey, Devin, what's the name of your new podcast? Oh, it's the Brown Shirts? What? Okay, but isn't that the group in the Nazi Germany? Like, are you pro-Nazi? No. This is an American company. Oh, okay. So it's the American version. Okay. I guess then you're off the hook. Oh, God. Great point, Anna.
At some point where you're like, I don't know, call it something like the Young Armenians. Like, can we have a switch off like day to day?
I will say.
Today is TYA. Tomorrow's TYT. We just like make it different. 'Cause I feel like offended. Like, this is a great time for you. 2019. You could have been like,
Anna, they're
my
laughing at you
safety.
because-
You could have said that to him and maybe gotten a payout. 2019. You could have been like, my.
Anna, they're laughing at you because you're an Armenian who went and has been working for a company named after the group of people that killed 1.5 million of your people. Okay? Founded and named by a denier of that genocide. That was an actual genocide. Anna is about to make this speech about, oh, I converted Cenk and I got him to realize it was a genocide. Nothing has changed. Cenk and you are still wrong about genocide. So the 1.5 million Armenians who were killed, that was a genocide. The 30,000 civilians in Gaza who were killed after having elected a terrorist group that started a war and then hid behind their civilians, that 30,000, that's not a genocide. It represents less than 1% of their population, a population which grew over the 2 years of the so-called pretendicide. So it's not remotely comparable. For you to call it a genocide is fucking crazy, and especially coming from an Armenian who should know what a genocide is. But you are a hook-nosed wannabe Latina from Northridge, so you wouldn't even know about that. So I love how Anna plays this card, I'm Armenian, as if it means anything. Have you been to Armenia? Like, you are so not Armenian. I used to live in an Armenian neighborhood in Buenos Aires. Okay, I feel like I'm more Armenian than you. I am a fan of Armenian culture. You should be in an Uber with me. When I'm with an Armenian, I will sit there and talk the dude's head off about Armenia and its culture. And by the end of it, they're like, can I tip you? They're like, oh my God, I'm so impressed and feel respected and seen. The fact that you are not just some random know-nothing American, but you actually know about this little country way the fuck in the other side of the world. It is an honor I bestow upon those taxi drivers. In other words, my presence is my present.
My safety. We could have said that to him and maybe gotten a payout.
No, it's funny because I've never really loved the name of the show.
Yeah.
But I did go through a very, very defiant phase
dunce,
where...
Dude. It's about you...
Defiant, very... a lot of like Armenians in LA, particularly, wasn't really about the name of the show. It was about my political views because I was so far left. And Armenians, generally speaking, are pretty conservative.
Oh, you fucking dunce, dude. It's about you signing up for your own personal fame and greed and self-interest and totally selling out your people. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's so ridiculous. We hate you. The Armenians hate you. Everyone hates you, Anna. Yeah, your opinions are shit too. But like, there's no business. There's fucking no way in hell you should be joining a group called the Young Turks. You're so dumb, and you've been doubling down on your stupidity ever since.
Yeah.
And during COVID, there was a conversation about like, should we change the name of the show? And they caught me at a real bad time to ask me that question because I'm like, no, I'm not going to cave to them. No, there's no way.
But on this issue, to that point, and to what we were talking about before, we were talking about having productive conversations with people we disagree with, and I think that we try to model that here and hopefully it works, and sometimes it doesn't, of course. But when you're clipped out all the time, and you...
Yep, I know what you're talking about.
You're the hands?
Well,
that thing?
That was
She did a hands thing?
Hold on.
The Jew thing.
No, first of all, hold on.
Don't clip that for Instagram, the Jew thing? Yeah.
Pause.
I
didn't even know that was I had...
You were just saying greedy Jew in general. You didn't know about the cartoon. I'm a Jew. Come on.
I'm doing the villain. Like, I thought that's what villains do. Like, you know, Mr. Burns or whatever. Like,
Mr. Bernstein.
I didn't know.
Mr. Bernstein.
Wait,
I didn't know that.
Jewish?
Mr. Burns Jewish.
Mr. Burns is not
know.
He has a big company, does that. Yeah, of course.
I didn't know about that meme, number one.
Yeah.
Like, what is it called? The
Happy Merchant?
Yeah.
Is it Happy Merchant or Greedy
Well,
Merchant?
I know about
I didn't know.
His name's Mr. Bernstein.
Wait, is
I
Mr.
didn't know
Burns
that.
Jewish?
Mr. Burns Jewish.
Hold
Don't
on,
clip that for Instagram. Don't clip that for Instagram. The Jew.
Oh, God. Now, look at her trying to control the narrative here. She goes, oh, no, time out. Hold on, wait. So she is trying to do damage control because these are guys, they're smart, they're aware. They're like, hey, Anna, you know how, like, we're not in the middle of one of your frenzied bubble of Jew-hating psychopaths? So we're not going to sit there and seal clap for the fact that you enacted the Happy Merchant meme, and we're like, fuck the Jews. We're kind of like grown-ass men who are calling you out, basically, for being a hateful bitch. And look at her panic, where she's like, oh, no, please, no, don't. Let me explain this to you. Now, let's watch her explanation as to why she acted out one of the most famous anti-Jewish tropes in the world, in reference to a Jewish guy. And she's about to say, no, nothing to see here, guys. Here's why that's nothing.
That was
She did a hand thing?
Hold on. No, hold on.
The Jew thing.
No. First of all,
Don't put that for Instagram. The Jew thing. Yeah.
Pause.
I
I didn't even know that was I had.
You were just saying greedy Jew in general. You didn't know about the cartoon.
No.
I'm a Jew. Come on.
I'm doing the villain. Like, I thought that's what villains do. Like, you know, Mr. Burns or whatever. Like,
Mr. Bernstein.
I didn't know.
So, yeah, you consider Jews to be villains.
The villain, like, I thought that's what villains do. Like,
yeah, you consider Jews to be villains. Yes. So now she's saying, I didn't even know it was an anti-Jewish meme. I spent every day of my life shitting on Jews and shitting on Israel. We did a segment talking about a Jewish billionaire, a famously Jewish billionaire. And she's like, I just happened to reenact perfect, the meme of the Happy Merchant. And I don't even know about the meme. Listen to what she says.
You know, Mr. Burns or whatever. Like,
Mr. Bernstein.
I didn't know.
Mr. Bernstein.
Wait,
I didn't know that.
Jewish?
Mr. Burns Jewish.
Mr. Burns is not
It's a
Jewish.
big company, does that. Yeah, of course.
I didn't know about that meme, number one.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that meme, number one. Wow, so she has really walked it back. I'm sorry, Anna, I guess it's my mistake. Because you were just doing a Mr. Burns impression, even though that's not what he does. But okay, I think you're just a fan of The Simpsons. Now that I know you didn't know about that meme, maybe it was just a, unfortunate coincidence. Had you known about the meme, though, I mean, you have been on the internet since its inception. You are up to date topically with internet culture. Like, you've been on social media for 20 years. So it would be weird if you didn't know the meme. But you telling me now I didn't know the meme? Say it again.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that meme, number one.
Yeah.
She didn't know about that meme, number one. Anna, that's interesting because in the immediate aftermath of this video of yours going viral and you soaking up fame and popularity and money for having done anti-Semitic tropes and forever immortalizing you in that hideous face trying to mock Jews, you put out a video where you explicitly stated that you did know that meme. And so, Anna, what we call that right now, we call that a lie. What you're saying now is you lying to us. You absolutely did know that meme, and here's the fucking proof. Eat my asshole.
This is Canary Mission propaganda, full stop. Brings up, oh, you were rubbing your hand. And I'm like, wait, hold on. And then she brings up, oh, you were rubbing your hands and making fun of the Jews. This is Canary Mission propaganda, full stop. And it's in reference to this. Let me show you what they've posted on social media. Now, they claim that I'm doing the Happy Merchant meme, which, by the way, I've seen that photo all over the internet before. I didn't know it was called the Happy Merchant meme.
I've seen that photo all over the internet.
All over the internet before?
So, yeah, you didn't know it was called the Happy Merchant, but you've seen that anti-Jewish meme all over the internet for years. So, hold on. I've seen that photo all over the internet, and then what did you just say?
They claim
What did you just say?
That, yeah, of course.
I didn't know about that meme, number one.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I've seen that photo. I've seen that photo all over the internet before. I didn't know it was called the Happy Merchant meme.
Of course.
I didn't know about that meme. Number one.
Yeah.
I've seen that photo all over the internet before.
I didn't know about that meme. I didn't know about that meme. And then what was it? 2 months prior, you said I've seen that meme all over the internet. Anna, make this make sense.
I've seen that photo all over the internet before.
Of course.
I didn't know about that meme. Number one.
Yeah.
Anna, which version of you is lying? Clearly this current version, where you're like, oh, I didn't even know the meme. And she continues, listen to this.
I don't live in 4chan, okay? We were talking about one specific 4chan.
Yeah.
Like what is it called? The
Happy Merchant?
Yeah.
Is it Happy Merchant or Greedy Merchant?
Of course.
I didn't know about that meme.
I've seen that photo all over the internet before. I didn't know it was called the Happy Merchant meme.
Yeah, Happy Merchant?
Yeah.
Is it Happy Merchant or Greedy Merchant?
I know about it because I post it sometimes.
I know about that
Happy Merchant or Greedy Merchant?
I know about it. Would I know about that? Because you've been terminally online since the start of the internet. And because you admitted publicly, I've seen that meme all over the place. You said that, Anna, and now you're saying, oh, I don't even know anything about it. Even in this interview with guys, she's like, what was it called again? What was it called? You've mentioned the name of it. You've researched it. You know it's called The Happy Merchant. But all of a sudden she has amnesia. Like, oh, I'm so unfamiliar with it. I've never heard of this meme. Except I've seen the meme all over the internet for years. So the fucking spin from this dumb idiot. Like, Anna, you're such a rodent. God almighty. You fooled nobody, you Jew-hating bitch.
I know about it because I post it sometimes. So you're saying you didn't know that.
Of course not. And by the way, me doing the villain thing was in response. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again.
Oh, of course
I did it in response to.
I have the prosthetic.
And by the way, me doing the. Of course not. And by the way, me.
Oh, of course not.
Me doing the villain thing was in response. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again. I did it in response to.
Do you have the prosthetic nose we were going to give her for the.
Of course not.
Me doing the villain.
Of course not. Of course not. She doesn't know it. Of course I don't. I don't even know the meme. What's it called? Smash cut.
I've seen that photo all over the internet before. I didn't know it was called the Happy Merchant meme.
I know about it because I post it sometimes. You're saying you didn't know that.
Of course not.
You're saying you didn't know that.
Of course not. And by the way, me doing the villain thing was in response. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again. I did it in response to.
Do you have the prosthetic nose we were going to give her for the.
I was told yesterday that I hate the Jews.
By the way,
I'm not doing that.
I did that in the context of a story about surveillance and Larry Ellison bragging about surveilling people.
Jewish.
Okay, but
yeah, a Jewish guy wanting to surveil people. So, Anna, there are not that many Jews in the world. It just so happens you did the Happy Merchant meme about a Jew. And these guys are about to point that out to her. Like, don't try to...
Story about surveillance and Larry Ellison bragging about surveilling people.
Jewish.
You did it about a Jew, Anna.
Surveilling people.
Jewish.
Okay, but surveilling people.
Jewish.
Anna.
And Larry Ellison bragging about surveilling people.
Jewish.
And
Anna.
in the context of a story.
You did it about a Jew, Anna.
I did that in the context of a story.
Jew, Anna.
I did that in the context of a story about. Okay, but
Okay, but there is no answer. Adult men are laughing at you in your face, and you have now resigned to the fact that you have no fucking defense for this? Like, oh, it's just a coincidence that Larry Ellison is a Jew. And he's like a mega Jew. Like, this is Larry Ellison talking about Israel and just being a horrific Zionist. He thinks Israel should exist. Listen to this.
What is your connection to Israel?
Well, the renewal of the Jewish state is something that I think touches all of us. For 2,000 years, we were a stateless people, and now we have a country of our own, defended by all the brave men and women of the IDF. So anything we can do to support them, who devote their lives for preserving the state of Israel, keeping the people safe, and allowing our state to continue in sometimes in very, very difficult situations.
About like, yes, we're going to surveil everybody. Everyone will be on their best behavior. Yes, you're a freak. You're a total freak.
And Larry Ellison bragging about surveilling people.
Jewish.
Okay, but
I see where this is
so
going.
anyway.
I didn't know he was Jewish.
But one of my good friends, when he reached out to me and was like,
I didn't know he was Jewish.
But one of my...
So it's no coincidence, Anna. You knew he was a Jew, you knew about that meme, and you did the Happy Merchant. And now you're trying to lie to our face about it, like you're Hassan Piker lying about shocking his dog. It's just like, dude, you're so exposed. Like, we see you for what you are.
One of my good friends, when he reached out to me and was like, Anna, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you talking about? What am I doing? I'm like, we're talking about Larry Ellison. He's like, this is the Happy Merchant meme. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. What is that? Meme. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. What is that?
I've seen that photo all over the internet before. I didn't know it was called the Happy Merchant meme.
I'm like, we're talking about Larry Ellison. He's like, this is the Happy Merchant meme. And I'm like, I
know it was called the Happy Merchant meme.
And I'm like, I don't know what that is. What is that?
I don't know what it is. Oh, that thing? Oh, the thing I do know what it is? The thing, oh, right, the meme, the anti-Jewish meme. I've been seeing it for years. I see it all over the internet. I don't know what it is. Right, Anna? Maybe it's just sunken into your DNA, where it's just, I see a Jew, I know about anti-Jewish tropes, and I just merged the two together. It all just was a blissful, serendipitous, harmonious moment where I just became the anti-Jewish trope.
That's amazing.
And then
I had never heard of.
And then
really?
when
I saw it after the clip of you started circulating, and I remember distinctly when it happened because it was right before we did the event in California.
God, it was like the worst. And then when people did the side by side, I'm like, oh my god, this is the worst thing that's ever happened.
Was it good?
Did you at any point just say uncanny?
It actually
really
was
amazing. Yeah,
it was.
It was uncanny. Yes, it was very non-canny. And it was you doing the anti-Jewish trope. And I don't understand. This is such an embarrassing attempt to diminish her fucking vile hatred. I kind of just am tickled by it. I love it because Anna deserves all the backlash, all the smoke, all the hatred that she gets.
Obviously, that wasn't intentional. But
no, in that, just to finish this on that, the way things are clipped,
where her neighbors are stopping her in the street and going, hey,
you're in an... But no, in that, just to finish.
The point where her neighbors are stopping her in the street and going, hey, didn't appreciate your anti-Jewish bullshit that you're pushing out there, you fuck. And she's like, oh my God, you tried to sick your poodle puppy on me. And she tries to dox this woman and be like, fuck you, fuck all of you. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little poodle too. Stopping her in the street and going, hey, didn't appreciate your anti-Jewish bullshit that you're pushing out there, you fuck. And she's like, oh my God, you tried to sick your poodle puppy on me. And she tries to dox this woman and be like, fuck you, fuck all of you. On me. And she tries to dox this woman and be like, fuck you, fuck all of you. I'll get you, my pretty, and your little poodle too.
But no, in that, just to finish this on that, the way things are clipped and, you're in an argumentative profession. You debate people. I mean, you're here in the East Coast because you're, as you described, like a sort of WWF, WWE, whatever style debate or MMS style debate. And
oh yeah, she brings veins to an idea fight for sure.
And we also talk, and I believe you when you say having debates with people who you disagree with in respectful ways. And then in a way, whether it's of your own making or not, that's, for viewers, and you can explain to me whether that's true or not, you become an avatar of somebody who does hardcore combat online in which it's vein popping and finger wagging. And I hate Israel, hate.
Yep.
How do you square those things?
Clue number one that you might
does it
be
ever bother you?
The only thing in this world that triggers me is any mention of Israel.
I'm somebody who flies off the handle periodically. Sorry, guys. And I'm like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. Or maybe I should calm down. Maybe I should have a better, more constructive conversation.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Are you having those? Do you think about that stuff yourself, considering? And again, whether it's of your own making or that's what people are pushing upon you. That's kind of a reputation you have, right? Of somebody who does combat online.
Yeah, so there have definitely been moments where immediately afterward, I'm like, I should have kept calm, but I'm human.
Yeah.
And we all have our trigger points, I guess. And I think a perfect for me, yeah, it is. It is. And so, absolutely. And I think that might be the only thing at this point.
Clue number one that you might be an anti-Semite. The only thing in this world that triggers me is any mention of Israel. The homeland of the Jews being attacked by psychopathic, marauding terrorists and their defense of said attack, that really bothers me to the point where I will freak the fuck out. Yeah, Anna, you're just a Jew-hating cunt whore bitch. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. You're a worthless, hateful fuck.
I think I can stay calm and level-headed with pretty much any other debate.
Anna says, look, I'm
I just
embarrassed,
debated, a woman-hating female who
Yeah.
goes by Pearl.
No, we're not done yet. Oh,
No,
we're
no,
talking
no,
about somebody else. Okay.
But no,
I was
I
talking
mean,
about
like
me.
a good example is
We'll call you Pearl from now on.
every time I go on Piers Morgan show, like I think that show is specifically crafted in a way.
Of course it is.
I know.
Absolutely crafted. Is it worth it to you? I mean, you have a big profile. You have a show that, does well for you financially. What is the benefit of going on Piers Morgan's show, which is kind of polluting the discourse? Well, I think it is, my opinion, just only my opinion. But it's polluting the discourse. What is the benefit for you? Why do you do it?
I do it because it's an opportunity to make my point and make my argument to an audience that otherwise would never hear from me, right? So that is the argument to do it, and that's why I do it.
Sure.
I need to be better at staying calm when it comes to the topic of Israel, but I've gone on that show to talk about and debate so many other issues where I did a good job, I think, and I think that, there's a possibility that there are some people who heard a perspective that they otherwise wouldn't hear. Mm-hmm. And I think that's worth it.
Although I suspect,
unless you speak Arabic, and you hear it all the time.
I do suspect that there is a larger percentage of the population that is, they see you get that intense and they immediately become suspicious.
Totally. Yeah. It doesn't do me any favors when I fly off the handle. I get embarrassed about it later.
Unless you do it well.
I mean, she does it pretty damn well. I just think that there's
I don't like that I
way to do it.
lose my mind and start screaming at Shabbos Kestenbaum. It's not good. It's not a good look.
By the way.
While doing this?
That's his name. And it's funny because for a while.
That sounds like you just made up an anti-Semitic.
No, he's the guy. No. Shabbos is the guy.
Kestenbaum.
I'm surprised you guys don't know about him. He's the one who sued Harvard.
I do.
Okay, got it.
I didn't.
I wanted.
So that's interesting. Anna says, so that's interesting. Anna says, look, I'm embarrassed, and I don't think it's good. It's not a good look that I scream at Shabbos Kestenbaum or whatever. And it's like, Anna's embarrassed by that, and it's cringe because it is. You act like a fucking emo toddler, just this angsty teen who has no respect, no decorum, no professionalism. You're just a shrieking, horrifically dumb bitch in public on broadcast, and they're like, ooh, look, the woman's losing her fucking shit again. The anti-Semites going crazy against the Jews. Film it, let's get those clicks. And Anna, you're trying to say you're embarrassed and you find it cringe? When this woman, right after yesterday, she posts a tweet after this. So listen to what she's saying here.
I wanted to ask